So for people who think I'm being dramatic about my little fundamentals, I say it can even affect me. And I've been playing for a while and I have no problem moving my camera in general. Even I can have a lapse. Hey everybody, good morning. How's it going? Happy holidays. Wait, I guess it's, well, for me, it's Christmas Eve. For you guys, it's the day before Christmas Eve. Happy holidays. Yeah. Yes, I am working. I am here. Yes. How y'all doing? So today, a couple things I wanted to go over. I wanted to first I wanted to go through a VOD. And you know, if I'm being real with you, I wanted to take an opportunity before I do anything to go through a VOD where I got offline last night. Just to show you that, like, even if I get annoyed in game, I am willing to accept full responsibility for shitty games. And I want to use that game as a good education tool for kind of what I talk about in coachings a lot. And how even somebody like myself has been playing for a while can have those like lapses. And again, why it's so important that you know, with the coaching videos that we've done in the past, that you really pay attention to those and internalize them and use them, because there's plenty of opportunities to find examples of the stuff that I talk about in your own games. And if it happens in my games, it can happen in yours. And then the other thing is I wanted to go for the second channel, the League of Legends coaching channel, which you should sub to that. We're still posting coaching videos. I'm also going to be going over each role, starting today with top. I'm going to cover everything you need to know about top right now, because by the time that New Year's ends, like, we've got a few, actually, we've technically got like a few more weeks before the season kicks off. This is preseason. It is long. It is boring. But I feel like personally I'm getting a grasp over pretty much the meta right now, at least here. But if it works here, you can make it work in your elos. You just play slower, and I'm going to explain that. Then we're going to start with top lane and kind of how the game feels to me right now. So yeah, first let's go into, I want to do a quick mini VOD review. I don't know how many guys in the chat, what would you guys say are the things that I most commonly yell at clients over? Can I like close this out? The fuck? People recommended that I download Notepad Plus, and I like it so far. Oh, okay. There we go. What would you guys say is the thing that I most yell at clients over? Chat, go ahead. Chime in. Feel free to chime in. Yeah, so I'm going to start with top lane after I do this rundown of this replay. Like I said, I have to go over this VOD that made me just rage quit the session yesterday because I was just annoyed. Camera control is the big one, right? Okay, good, because that's that's what this VOD is. So yesterday I played. I'm still kind of like fishing out exactly when I want to be aggro and early with Kindred and when I want to play passive. I just played a game where I played reasonably well. Still lost, but I played reasonably well. And I went into the next game. I wouldn't even really say I was tilted by this game, but I absolutely was annoyed by it. But I want to show you like how fast your just abandoning of core fundamentals can like ruin your game. Okay? I want to show you this. I played a game before, and like I said, it was a tough game. We lost. I played reasonably respectable. I had a full inting team, and I was like, wow, team sucks, right? Which was probably true. And then the very next game, I should actually give you guys a backstory here on this. So let me zoom this in. So I just played against this guy, right? I beat this guy up pretty hard last game. And the way I did it was I just didn't invade. I put him really far behind. I got super far ahead. All my lanes kind of lost. I got really far ahead, and I made some bad plays here or there, but ultimately, like, I had a good say over the game, right? At least in my opinion. Now I get the same opponent in the next game, and I want you to see how, at least in my opinion, I get super tunneled on this matchup with this player and kind of get out of the way of like core fundamentals and how something really, really stupid happens as a result. Okay. And again, the reason I'm doing this is because content creators are pussies and they never do this stuff. Okay. Just like I've gone through VODs of, you know, just like showing me, like I've done like chill NEACE and climbing with new champions. Like this is a new champion. This is a new play style for me. Like content creators never accept responsibility for losses. They won't get views. It won't get support. It won't get, I will, because I don't give a fuck, right? It's about getting better here anyways. And I want to be very, very clear. Like during this game, I was bitching and moaning and complaining. But again, there's gamer bitching and then there's like reality, like look through the VOD. Okay. Gamer bitching is much different than like actually going back and looking at it. Now, I go out, I ward. I obviously, because last game I invaded, I have it in my head like I'm not going to invade this guy again. Okay. It's too obvious, too telegraphed to invade the guy in the same way again. In hindsight, probably would have worked. And I even bitched about that in this game. I was like, I probably should just invade this fucking moron again. Right? Which, probably not wrong. It probably would have been a good play. I think it's stupid though, because the guy just seen me invade the game before. Like, you know, why would I just do that again in the same exact way? It seems too obvious, and it seems like since the guy had just gotten beat up early, he wouldn't want to get beat up early again in the same way, right? So just so you guys understand the backstory here to this. Now, I want to show you exactly how my camera looked, okay? In this situation. So I get a leash. Look at the minimap. This is how my camera actually looked. Legit. Now, I can explain this a little bit. Okay, and the reason, like I said, I'm showing this VOD is a good learning opportunity. Okay, I can explain why. Like I can give you guys a million excuses as to why I did not look. All right, the main one being, and this is the excuse I used at the time, was, oh, they just got cheesed from the tri-bush. Like these guys were waiting in the tri-bush. But watch closely again. Watch the minimap again. Okay? You need to watch it. Watch the minimap. Did you see? I'll do it again. Watch the minimap. So, basically, if you missed the detail, let's slide our camera over and see what happened. So, basically, the same thing that I harp on clients about, moving the camera around, I tunnel on this element of my clear. And as a fight breaks out here, I don't even move the camera over and realize that Set had flashed forward. In my own head, doing my own thing, managing this matchup, and not focusing on the core fundamentals of the game. So what would have happened? Well, if I was watching, I would have seen that Set flash forward and went, oh, I'm just going to take red and walk over. Look, I never looked. I could have taken red and I could have slid over to the right, and I could have just autoed Set down, and then I could have just autoed Varus down, and then if Nidalee shows up, I could have just autoed Nidalee down and win the whole game. Game over. Think about it. Think about it. So basically, because of a lapse of core fundamentals, just a lapse, I normally look. Normally I look. Whatever reason, right? Like I said, there was some sort of weird mind meta game going on here or something. Just totally tunneled on my own little, oh, I'm gonna 3 camp and go. Not willing to adjust, right? Not willing to pay attention. It's obviously more complicated than you know, you're clearing and just move your camera to the lane before you gank it. Just didn't look. And as a result, fucked this whole game up. Do you know what I mean? So when I say to people that they need to move your camera, they need to move their camera, just know that like these are the examples of why. Like this is I looked at this VOD, I was like, I cannot believe I played this badly. This is embarrassing, right? But the important thing is I'm gonna take a note of this, that this can happen. Like I am capable of making this mistake, and we go back and we make sure that when shit is transferred, like it's just as simple as that. You have to be willing, you have to be awake for it, you have to be ready for it, and you have to be ready to look when it happens. I just had it in my head programmed to, you know, focus on getting this done and hopping this wall at that time and what Italy was doing instead of, again, your influence range. Let me show you guys what I mean. Your influence range is something like this, right? When you're like around an area, like this is where you can be, right? And the fact that I'm not looking at something that's right there and missing basically a triple kill, right, is embarrassing. But like I tell my clients, it won't be the last time. Like they miss a flash, they, you know, they fucking fat finger an ult, they don't auto the right person, they you know, don't back when they're supposed to. Like you're gonna make, like that won't be the last time you make a mistake. Just try to make sure that it happens less, right? And I feel like I normally don't make this mistake. Like normally I am aware that this is a thing that I have to respond to, but for whatever reason I have to go back and review this. You guys understand, chat? Y'all understand what I'm saying here? It's as simple as that, right? If you think about League as like with jungling, if you think about it like this, like I can go here, I can hop the wall, I could take red and gank, I could take red, be aware of what's happening, I could, you know, I could hop this wall, I could go this way, I could go this way. There's so many options that you can make in jungle, and you know, one of those options is you have to have your head on a swivel too, or one of those requirements, I guess, you have to have your head on a swivel, and mine wasn't. Well, that's exactly it. Is that, Tessa, if I'm capable of making this bad of a mistake, that means it has to be VOD reviewed, right? It has to be. It can't be ignored, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You guys picking up what I'm putting down? So what happens? Well, because of that, I get a kill after, but it's not nearly as profitable of a spot as it should have been. Nidalee's miles ahead of me on clear now. She backs, gets spell pen boots. She sees me hit this plant. She knows I'm up here. At the time, I just thought she was an idiot because I saw this disappear. So I thought that meant that she didn't back. What I mean when I said I saw this disappear is the mark disappeared. Well, because I fucked up bot lane. Look. Their bot lane is able to take Scuttle. I thought Nidalee was taking Scuttle. No, Nidalee bought spell pen boots, went towards top. After buying, you could see it on the mini map. She went towards top because she saw me there and is trying to challenge me before I base. At the time, I just thought she was an idiot and rotated from bottom to top and hadn't backed yet. Nope, it was much worse. It was much worse. It was way worse. Much worse. I thought that she was here, never based. Like, so she went to golems, went all the way down to this, took it, never based, and ran to top. I thought it was like a dumb move. But no, it was actually a really good move. Because she got kills here, cleared, backed, and went after me. And I'm making a note of this because it's a very cool, it's a cool play for Nidalee. I never thought about this. Right? So to elaborate further, because I played the open so bad, my clear is delayed. So I go up here, I'm slower on the clear. She clears, bases, and meets me at the top of my first clear with tier 2 boots, because you could rush tier 2 boots and you could be there. Steals the scuttle from me, which I thought would just die to pet, to be honest. And then counter ganks. Game's over. Whole game's over. Bot's over. Mid's probably over. Top's about to be over. My game's over. Why? Because I didn't move my camera. Look, it's all me. That's all me. It's just move your camera, you win the game. So people think I'm being dramatic with clients. Like, I guess, and you know, before I go, let's just get into the details of what moving the camera would have actually done real quick. I know I'm belaboring this, but it's really important that I explain. Look. So what are you supposed to do? As you're clearing, your bot lane's about to enter this brush. So you're going, I mean, yes, you may not have to look directly at it, but once you see heads appear, your face has to, or your camera has to move, and your face has to look at this, and you have to see what they're doing, even if that means make your clear a little worse by just auto attacking it through and paying attention. You would rather have a complete picture of what you can do as opposed to just autopilot on this. Oh, Harry, yeah, I'll look into that. So if I had looked, watch again, I would have seen this. Ready? I would have seen this set flash. Move to the right. Hug the top of this wall. And just, like I said, auto attack set. Calmly just keep autoing and moving forward with my team. It's that easy. This game is a free game. Opposite. It is a free game for me. But because I'm the person in here not looking at the camera or not moving the camera, I basically throw a free win, or at least a free open, right? A free head start. Think about how bad that is. So for people who think I'm being dramatic about my little fundamentals and my little core shit, I say it can even affect me, and I've been playing for a while, and I have no problem moving my camera in general, but even I can have a lapse. And then I would have had bot snowballing. Then I would have cleared first ahead of Nidalee. I could have just base and gotten Noon Quiver and then won the game. Instead, I felt pressured to do something because bot was fucked up. See how that goes? That's it. It affects everybody, man. Fundamentals affect everyone. Does not matter. Move your camera. Move your camera. That's the thing. Get off of your fucking camera and move it. I tell myself that. You guys tell yourself that.